So now we are on YouTube. So hello everyone from YouTube. My name is Gabriele and I will guide this immersion today. Today we are going to talk about gut feelings. Guys, as we are three, I don't split you in small groups. All of you remain in the main room, okay? So I think we can start in the first question. Alison, can you read the first question for us?
Yes, I can. Introduce yourself and choose another one to do the same. What intuition means to you? I need to answer.
You can introduce yourself and all of you introduce yourselves and then go to the another question.
Okay. My name is Alison. I am 25 years old. I am married. I like to study English. I like to watch TV series. And that's it. I live in Pernambuco. That's it.
Did you born in Pernambuco?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Did you born?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Pernambuco.
Okay. And you, André?
Good evening, guys. My name is Andrea. I'm 45 years old. I live in Guarujá, but I was born in São Bernardo do Campo. I've been living in Guarujá since I was 7 years. It's a long time. I am almost a Guarujaense now. What else? I am married. I don't have kids, but I have a lot of plants in my little balcony in my apartment. I don't have pets because I can't take care properly to the pets, so I prefer don't have pets. What else? I am a cheerful person and I love attending concerts, and I am very excited because Lollapalooza is coming and I will be there. Okay, that's it.
So, guys, my name is Gabriele, as I mentioned it before. I'm 31 years old. I'm from Pelotas, a city in the south of Rio Grande do Sul, where I lived many years before. But 2 years ago, I came to Rio de Janeiro to do my postdoctoral research. So I'm living here now. And I'm a food engineer, and I work as a scientist and entrepreneur. Science because I'm finished my postdoctoral research and focused on food technology and food engineering fields. And entrepreneur because I'm starting my own company focused on ingredient solutions for the plant-based market. I'm a cheerful person too, so I really like to go to festivals and shows, hang out with my friends here. Here we have a lot of landscape to enjoy in Rio. But I just like to stay with my friends and go out with them, like a bar, or to have a dinner with them. Or just stay at home, watching movies and series and play yoga because I really like to play yoga. I try to do it every day, but sometimes I can't do. I think that's it about me. So, guys, the question number 2 is about the meaning of intuition. So, Andrea, what intuition means to you?
For me, guys, intuition means that a feeling that you have, how can I say, involuntarily, because in some situations, you just feel this feeling and you don't know why. I think that's it.
Yeah, it's like a feeling that you feel, but you can't explain how about this feeling and how this feeling starts in you. So I think that's it. For me, it's the same. How about you, Alison?
I agree with you. you, and I think that it intuition is something that you have unconsciously, that you don't need to think about it. You only do it. Like for example, you you touch something warm, and immediately you remove your thoughts, for example, and that's it, I think.
Yeah, totally. And sometimes intuition, maybe you can feel this type of feeling related to intuition, like when you meet a new person, and it's like to feel a good or a positive or negative feelings about a new person that you're meeting, you know? So this is so common to me. I don't know if for you is the same.
Yeah, and sometimes, Gabi, for example, when you meet someone for the first time and you feel, oh, this person is not, I don't know, maybe the person is not a good person. But in the end, when you start talking with the person, this feeling change. I don't know why. The first
Yeah.
impression is one, and in the end, these impressions change a lot, I think.
Yeah, it happens to me too.
Yeah.
So the question number 3, it's about believing in your intuition. So, Alison, do you believe in intuition and follow yours?
I don't think about it so much, but I think that I do it unconsciously, because it's something is that's inside of you. That, yeah, and I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes I think usually we can think about it until we feel it, you know? So I don't think so much about my intuition, but when I feel something wrong or something right about something, I follow my intuition. So it's like a message to me. And it's like a moment to be more introspective and talk with me about what happens, what this feeling means to me. So I think this is the moment that I think about intuition and follow my heart or follow my intuition, you know. And how about you, Andrea?
Yes, I believe in intuition, and I used to follow. I am using to follow my intuitions because, for example, I'm a kind of person that when I dream something and I remember this dream, it's I believe that the dreams can shows me something. I don't know. I have this thought with me, and I think it's like an intuition. We need to pay attention more in the environment, in the maybe something how can I say, it will happen, and we need to be prepared. I believe in it. Are you muted?
Sorry. Your answer is related to the next question because you mentioned it about the dreams. And I think the dreams, it's like a sign about intuition. And the question number 4, it's about how to recognize it. So how do you recognize the signs your good feelings gives you?
Yes, as I said, some dreams that I have. And for example, when the feeling is strong, I put it in my mind, and it's remain in my mind. It's a sign for me. We need to pay attention, or we need to follow the sign. But sometimes we need to take care, because sometimes the sign can, how can I say, tricking us in I don't know, in some situations. So we need to pay attention.
Yeah, sometimes the signs don't represent anything.
Yes.
So when we feel like a possible sign, we need to pay attention and try to understand what it means to us. And how about you, Alison?
I think that, I don't know, the act that the other people do, I pay attention to it because I'm used to not to judge the person before knowing him. Yeah, and I prefer to uh, know a little bit about the person to see if my intuition is right or wrong. I think like this.
Yeah, and I agree with you. One of the signs that I recognize it about my intuition is when I really know about a person, like a friend of mine, another person so close to me. For example, these people don't do the type of things that I recognize like wrong, and I feel, oh my God, what happens? Maybe something is wrong with this person, and it's like a sign. In the past, I knew a girl, it was a friend of mine, and she always put a lot of things on Instagram. And one day, a couple of days, like she didn't post anything. And for me, it's a little bit strange because it's a friend of mine, and I think, oh my God, what happens? And I talked to her, and she said about one situation that she passed in the social media that made her a little bit how to say, triste, a little bit sad. So we discussed about the situation, and it's like a sign to me because she didn't have this behavior to be so introspective. Didn't show anything in your social media. So I couldn't imagine that it happens with her. But when I talked to her, she explained to me what happened. So I think when we have close friends and we have people that we really know about it, it's like a sign of this person is totally different with me and what happens. So it's like a sign. And the dreams, sometimes I have a curious dreams, and I try to believe in them. Sometimes I'm wrong, sometimes I'm right, depend of the day. And another sign in my case, I don't know about you, but sometimes I just wake up with the wrong feet. It's like when we say in Portuguese, and it's like a day that's totally terrible for me. Like all the things that I try to do in this day doesn't, of course, in the way that I planned it. So it's like a sign to me, oh, this day won't be good. So pay attention. Or keep calm and breathe. And it's just a one day, a bad day.
Yes, Gabi, but for example, when we wake up in this mood, for example, you try to change your mind, because I believe that the mind, when you think about the bad things, it's, what can I say? It's a way to Oh gosh, my English today it's terrible, guys. I'm tired. I forget a lot of words. O que eu quero dizer? Quando você pensa muito negativamente, se atrai a coisa negativa. You try to change your mind?
Yeah, it depends. It's like an exercise to me because I'm tend to be a negative person, not a negative person to the life, but in this situation when I don't wake up in a good mood, I think all the day will be bad. I don't know why. Yeah, but I'm trying to change it in my life because it's not good. And it's like an exercise to breathe and to make something to stay in a good way, like put in a music more happy to me, a music that makes me feel happy or change a little bit my mood. And if something like if in this day I don't know, I have other type of bad things in my day, I try to don't focus on it. I try to think about it's just one day. So we have another day to change it. So it's like an exercise to me. I respect my intuition about the bad day, but I try to exercise my mind to realize that this is just an only day, and I have another day to make better, you know?
Yes, yeah. I am a little like you.
And you, Alison?
I totally agree with you, girls. And I'm like you, Gabrielle. When something bad happen in my day, I try to think that it's only one thing, that my day won't be bad. It's only one part of my day. Because if something bad happened to you, we need to think that is aprendizado.
Yeah.
That is,
And it's not it's like this day is the only day. Like if you miss the bus or if you wake up after the hour that you need to wake up, it's just one day. In another day, the things will be in the order, in the same way that you plan it, you know?
we don't need to give up the day.
Yeah. Guys, the question number 5, it's about the last time that you followed your intuition. So, Alison, what was the last time you followed your intuition and it was right?
I think, I don't know if I was right, but I was on a bus and some guys entered in the bus and I thought, oh my gosh, I need to go off this bus because something is strange with these guys, and I go off the bus because I thought they were thieves, and I don't know what happened, but I wasn't there.
You just follow your intuition.
Yeah.
I followed.
But you don't know about what happens after you.
Yeah, I don't know because I didn't know anyone in the bus, and yes, I just took another bus.
Yeah, it happened to me in the past. Like it's like, as I live in Rio de Janeiro, we have we feeling a little bit afraid to take a bus every day, and because we see the news and about a lot of crimes that happens here. But sometimes, usually I don't think about the crimes and the situation in real. But when this type of things happens, it's like, oh my God, it's my time. It's like it's like you said, you can explain about the feeling, but you just do something to don't feel more this type of feeling, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Because we buy our things with so much effort, and I think that I couldn't wait until something happened, because
Yeah.
yeah, I take care of my things.
And you, Andrea?
Guys, I don't remember the last time I followed my intuition, because I'm a kind of person that overthinking a lot. So sometimes I'm afraid of doing everything. So I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe I have an example. I don't know if it will match with the question, but last week it was a Coldplay concert in São Paulo, and I was trying to sell my how can I say, my ingresso? Forgot.
Tickets. Your tickets.
Yes, my tickets, because I don't I will not be able to go to the concert, but I changed my mind, and it's a curiosity that I cannot sell my tickets. I think it's because it's a signal for me to go into the concert, and I went to the concert. So it's not, I follow my intuition, I think. I cannot.
And it was a good moment for you?
Yes, it was a precious moment, because it was a first concert that I didn't film or use my cell phone, just to enjoy the concert. It was really good.
Yeah. So in my case, I have two situations in the last weeks. The first of one, I don't mention here because it's so personal, but it's like when you trust in a person and you feel like, oh my God, something is wrong with this attitude of this person, and I'm right. I was right about what I'm feeling. And it was a little bit difficult to me because it's a person so close to me, and it was not easy to overcome, you know. But now the things are okay. But it's like in this situation, I feel like a message to me that something is wrong, and I believe in it, and I'm right, and I was right. And I have the same situation as you mentioned about the tickets, because I tried to sell my tickets for Lollapalooza before Blink-182 said about they didn't come to the festival. And before this situation, the headliners were mentioned, and it was my favorite band in the world. And I understand this like a sign to me to go to the show, because my tickets didn't come to my home, and I couldn't sell in my city. And the only way that to enjoy this situation is to go to the show. So I will go to the show, but I'm follow the signs about the situation, you know. And I remember when I saw the show about the new redliners, that I don't know if you know, Alison, about this changing in Lollapalooza.
No,
But
I don't know so much, but
yeah,
I understand.
A group canceled the shows, and another group will came to the shows. And when I see the show of 21 Pilots, the new band, the band that will do the shows here, they mentioned it. Oh, this is the last show in a big time, so we don't play shows so early. So it's like a surprise to me. I can't imagine that it will happen in my life. So it's like a sign, a big sign to me to go to the show.
Yeah, I agree.
So the question number 6 is about felt guilty for not following your intuition. So, Alison, have you ever felt guilt for not following your intuition? Tell us about it.
I don't remember one specific situation about this. I don't think so. I don't remember one specific situation about this. No, that's it.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, I think the same. I don't remember a situation that I felt guilty for not following my intuition. Yeah, I don't remember that. Have you ever any situation to share for us?
I don't remember. Yeah, I have one situation. It's about a concert, guys, because it's the only thing that I love to. But I went to Italy only to see a YouTube concert, and I would like to, how can I say, follow them on the hotel to meet them. But I have a doubt if I couldn't go. I could go to do it, or if I would meet Venice, and I changed my mind, and I went to Venice, and how can I say, I lose the opportunity to meet the band, because, and I regret a lot about this, because it was my opportunity and I lose, because in Brazil it's difficult. We are working, and it's more difficult for me if YouTube comes again to Brazil. If I have a vacation in that time, okay, but for me it will be more difficult, and I regret a lot because I didn't follow my intuition. I miss the train, and I don't follow the signals, so I regret a lot.
Yeah, sometimes it happens to us, but I think when it happens, we don't need to think to be so, how to say, to be so cruel to us, like because it's a decision. We need to do a decision. Sometimes we need to make a quick decision about something, and we need to be more flexible to us, and don't feel this type of guilty to not following your intuition. But maybe it could happen, but we need to exercise to change this type of feelings, you know. So the question number 7, it's about, it's similar, not similar, but it's related to the last question. Andrea, how do you determine whether to follow or ignore your gut feeling?
Yes. I think we need to try to, how can I say, to thinking about the results. For example, we have a decision to do, and we need to thinking about the results. If I choose this, the result would be it. Or if I choose another, the result it will be different. And we need to, I don't know, try to recognize that how is the better results, I think. Yeah, I don't do it, but
it's like to make a list with pros and cons to
Yeah,
follow your intuition
exactly.
or not.
Yes, exactly.
And you, Alison?
I don't follow my intuition always. I always need to ask to another person the opinion to see if I'm right or wrong, and to think about the results, like Andrea said. And yeah, it's difficult because we don't know if we are right or wrong. Yeah, that's it. How about you?
I'll ask you an extra question. Are you a more rational person than a person who follows your intuition?
Yeah, I am. uh, like you, I am the field of engineering. I study electrical engineering, and I like to follow the things that are based in something. Not that I think or I have a thought, but something real, like numbers. Numbers never lies.
Yeah, I was this type of person because, as you said, I'm an engineer too, and I'm a scientist, so I need to have data. So it's like I have data, and I believe in this type of things. And but I think intuition it's not a mystical thing. It's for me, intuition is like a thing related to how I know about me. It's like a strong feeling about a strong feeling related how much I know about me. So the way that I determine when I will follow or not my intuition, it's just know yourself. It's know myself. Like when I have a situation and I'm not sure if I have to follow my intuition or I have to be more rational, I try to look to my insides. It's like to talk with me and to feel about my feelings, to understand my feelings, and not with judgment, just in a way to just like I talk to myself, And I think this type of things happens today because I played yoga and I did another activity in the past. I don't know if the same is the name is the same in English, but I did Pilates. And this type of activities, we need to be concentrate in the activity, and it's like to pay attention in your breath, and the movements. And if this activity makes me a person who know about me more. And for that, I know about the feelings. Oh, I need to follow my intuition. Okay, no, it's not an intuition. It's just how to say, Andrea, in the beginning of the meeting, like when you have a lot of thoughts and sometimes they not right or wrong. It's like a
Tricky.
tricking. Yeah, it's a tricking. I don't believe in that. I need to follow the rational things. So I can distinguish the both because I know myself. Of course, it's an exercise. I need to know me more as I become more older. But I think it's a way to determining how to follow when you follow your heart or intuition or be more rational, you know. I don't know if you understand me, Alison.
I understood completely. We need to know ourselves to do the best choice. Yeah. Because if you follow one path, the results will be one, and if you follow other path, the results will be others, and your life will be completely different. And I think that's important because we have only one life, and we need to take care about our decisions.
Yeah, and I don't know if you remember about the video in the beginning of the meeting, but she said about it. When you have a decision that's just important to you and don't involve others, it's more easy to follow. It's easier to follow your intuition. We could be more satisfied when you follow your intuition when the decision depends on you and not involve other person. So.
Yeah.
This is a good way to determine if you follow your intuition or not.
And if you make a mistake, it's only you. You made this mistake. But if you follow an advice of someone, you can feel, oh, you are good to this result. But yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah. So guys, the question number 8 is about the pros and cons of following your intuitive feelings. What do you think about it, Andrea?
What are the pros and cons to follow your intuitive feelings? Oh my gosh, guys. The pros, as Alison said, if the feeling, if your intuition is right, you will be happy, you will stay happy because you follow the intuition, and in the end everything is okay. And the cons, I think, I don't know, guys, I think when we involve other person, oh my gosh, I cannot formulate this answer properly. Help me, guys, please.
Like cons, it's like when you have, I agree with you, when we have other people involved in a decision and our decision can impact the others, I think we need to be more rational and think carefully about the decision, you know. And pros, it's like to be more satisfied, to do the way that you feel to do. So it's, for me, this is the answer that I think about. And how about you, Alison?
I agree with you, and I think that the pros is that you feel more confident about yourself, because if you do a good choice or better choice or wrong choice, it's up to you. You need to confiar, eu esqueci.
Trust?
Yeah, exactly. you need to trust you. And the cons, I think that when when you make something wrong, uh, it's up to you as well, because you are making something that is not good to you. And yeah, I think that is it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, time is running, but we have time to answer two questions. So the question number 9, it's about techniques. So Alison, what techniques do you use to exercise and strengthen your intuition? I mentioned it before about the practicing yoga helps me to know about me, my inner, and it helps me to be more intuitive person, you know. And how about you, Alison? You do something?
I like to talk with myself. When I am alone, I like to talk with me. I don't do that in public because the people will say that I'm crazy or something like that. But I do this a lot when I'm alone, and I try to know me better. And because when something happens, I will know me, and I will choose the better choice. I
Yeah,
think that
this is a good strategy to talk to yourself. It's an excellent strategy. And you, André?
Guys, I don't have any techniques, but I'm thinking a lot. I don't know if it's a technique, but I'm thinking a lot before making taking a decision. It's worked for me in this way.
Yeah, I think a lot in a decision-making process. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult to me because I think a lot and I don't make a decision early. So sometimes I need to be more practical when I spend a long time to think about the things and what all the things that involve one decision. And it's not good, but I think when we do this exercise, we think in all possibilities, and we have a good prospect of the ways that that will happen when we make a decision, you know. And I forgot to mention it, but other exercise that I do, it's like to stay in silence at home, in silence, without music or without TV sounds. It's like a mindfulness exercise, and it helps to me to be more intuitive. It's another thing that, and it helps to me to distinguish fear than intuition, because sometimes it's like I feel something like an intuition, but just a fear of something, like to go out, to take a bus and feel bad things, bad feelings, like what could happen if I take a bus and go to the work, and what in the middle of the traffic, what will happen. And this is not an intuition, this is a fear. So when I stay in silence, I can think about it and distinguish better this type of feelings. And the last question, it's about advice. I skip the question number 10, and I will ask you about the question 11. What advice you would give others about trusting their guts? Alison.
I think that you need to trust in your intuition. And I was thinking right now about this, and there are a few professions that need to focus in it, like detective, for example. They need to have a good intuition because uh, it can change completely the case or things like that. That's it.
Yeah, it's a good point, Alison. Detectives sometimes needs to follow the intuition because it's like a sign to, and it could be change the way of the investigation.
Yeah.
And you, Andrea?
I think the people have to trust in their feelings, try to recognize or try to know more about their feelings, and yeah, just trust in themselves. That's it.
Yeah, I agree with you. And my advice is related to know about yourself. And when you know about yourself, you can distinguish when you are in an intuitive way or not. So the best way is to know about yourself and trust in your feelings when you know about you. So guys, unfortunately, this immersion is coming to the end. I hope you enjoyed the conversation because I really enjoyed to talk to you. It was so amazing to me. And I put on the chat the link for the forms about this immersion, and you can put a note about this immersion. But we have a space to share your thoughts about the immersion or suggest something to, like a talk to talk in the immersion meetings. All my meetings occurs at Wednesday, 7 p.m. And you are so invited to stay with me in the next week, okay? So thank you so much for staying with me, and I appreciate your presence here. So I hope you enjoy the conversation too.
Yes,
Thank
really
you,
nice,
Gabi.
Gabi. Thank you. Very nice talk. Congratulations.
Thank you, Gabi.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye,
Thank you,
Alison.
Alison. Thank you,
Bye,
Andrea.
Andrea.
Bye-bye.
See you later.